Greetings, everyone. If you are new here, welcome back to Rising Ground Church. My name is LaShondra, and we welcome you to the family. So the Lord was saying this: pack your bags. It's a sure thing. Pack your bags. It's a sure thing. I know many of you, including us, myself and Pastor Jamal, our family, we have been going through a lot of changes here lately. Lots of choices that have had to be made, and lots of trusting God. Lots of trusting God. And many of you are in the same position right now. So the Lord is telling you to pack your bags. It's a sure thing. And it's a sure thing because if God has told you something, if He's given you a promise, if He's given you a vision, if He's given you an instruction, then it is going to happen, no matter what it may look like right at this very second, right at this very moment. Even if you feel like you don't know how, you don't know when, you don't know what, all of the how, whens, what's, whys, and all of the questions that we have, it doesn't matter. If God is telling you to do something, then He's not a man. He cannot lie, nor the Son of Man to change His mind. So what He has promised to you, He is faithful to do, and He will be sure to see it to come to pass. But the way that it is certainly to come to pass is by your obedience. So you have to do whatever it is that the Lord is telling you to do. So if He's telling you to pack your bags, it's a sure thing. Then that's what you have to do. And remember, anytime we move in obedience, there's always a blessing attached to it. We may not see that blessing immediately. We may not see it tangibly. We may not always see it how we expected it to be or the way that we would have chosen it to be. But yet and still, there's always a blessing attached to it because that's how God moves. That's the flow of God. Those are the ways of God. And so when you act in obedience and you move accordingly, then everything else falls into place. Again, it may not feel like it. It may not look like it at that exact moment or second in your life. But if God is telling you to pack your bags, and you pack your bags, it's a sure thing. And sometimes when we get caught up in that moment, and if you didn't watch it, then make sure that you catch that other video about being on the line and about making that decision, and that you just have to do whatever it is that the Lord is leading you to do. And so again, listen to that and receive what the Lord is saying. But when the Lord is telling you to pack your bags, it's a sure thing. Many of you have even been in this moment right now and saying, well, Lord, if you want me to do this, if you want me to move, if you want me to leave, then I'll do it. But I need to know. Well, this is your knowing. God is sending this to you, letting you know that that's what He's telling you to do. That's what He's guiding you to do. And in that guidance, you just have to trust Him. Sometimes, to be honest, there's not an easy way out. There's no other easy way to do it other than to surrender and to trust God. So I pray that this message is a blessing to you. Again, it's going to be confirmation for many of you. Continue to ask God how He wants you to move in this. But if this is what you've been asking for, sometimes, and I'll say this, sometimes we can't keep asking for confirmation after confirmation. It's fine and it's good to ask a couple times. Even as I prepare this word, then I ask God for confirmation before I shared it with you all. But then it comes to a point even with that, then are you trusting God enough to believe that word, to rely on what He spoke to you, and to move accordingly with it? You have to move according to the Holy Spirit. You have to be in the divine flow. And for some of you right now, there is a specific flow that God is having you in. And that's why He's giving you all of these prophetic words. He's speaking to you so intimately, so directly, so personally, because He's saying there's a flow that you have to be in, and you have to catch it. You have to move when I tell you to. So pack your bags. It's a sure thing. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.